even when you expect it, it still somehow ends up being unexpected. The hat is off. That is what this song has done to me. The hat is off. Hey, hi, hello, everybody, and welcome back. We got another react, and this time we are here with Sleep Token. Now, my knowledge of Sleep Token is pretty limited. I do know they are a pretty private band. They like to stay anonymous, and I do also know that they make pretty freaking good music. Now, I love what they've done for at least what I've heard. A few songs here and there, the big one being Takes Me Back to Eden, which was a really big trending song on like TikTok, Instagram, all across social media, however many years ago. And from there, I listened to a few more, but my knowledge doesn't go very far. Maybe about 5 or 6 songs, but I can only name that one. And anything new they've released, I just kind of haven't really paid attention to. Not that I don't like them, I just, I kind of stay in my little bubble of things that I do and listen to, and I don't really venture much further. But I'm excited for this one. The quality of this already looks beautiful. I think I get this feeling of like euphoria a lot of times when I listen to Sleep Token, and then they get really heavy on me, and then I feel like I'm about to go to war. So, with that being the case, let's press play. I'm very excited. We got Sleep Token Caramel. Let's check it on out. I feel like I'm in Legend of Zelda.
Count me out like sirens, pay back for the good times. Right foot in the roses, left foot on a landmine. I'm not gonna be there, tripping on the grapevine. They can sing the words while I cry into the baseline. Wear me out like Prada, devil in my detail. I swear it's getting harder, even just to exhale. Backed up into corners, bitter in the lens. I'm sick of trying to hide it every time they take mine. So stick to me.
Oh.
Stick to me like caramel.
Oh, I like that. I saw where that was going.
Walk beside me till you feel nothing as well. They ask me, is it going good in the garden? Say I'm lost, but I beg no pardon. Up on the dice below on the cards, I try not to talk about how it's harder now. Kinda get a mirror side stage, looking sideways. Some of your bizarre getting worse every time they try to shove a real name just to get a rise from me. Acting like I'm never stressed out by the hearsay. Guess that's what I get for trying to hide in the limelight. Guess that's what I get for having 20/20 hindsight. Everybody wants eyes on them, I just wanna hear you sing that top line. If you don't think I mean it, then I understand. But I'm still glad you came, so let me see those. So stick to me, stick to me like caramel.
Wow!
Walk beside me till you feel nothing as well. I'm falling
Wow.
off the final parallel. Sweetest dreams are bitter, but there's no one left to tell.
Wow! This song's a goodie. Absolute perfection. I like throughout the entirety of that, you always hear that little ding, 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 xylophone type instrument in the background. That is that like euphoric feeling, right? You start off at the beginning, the euphoric feeling I was explaining, where it just feels like you're floating through the clouds. And then all of a sudden, the drums come in, and then you go to war! The Sleep Token War! I'm frontline! Get me in there! The vocals, I don't know what it is about the vocals. He's got such a distinct voice. Am I crazy for thinking that? And I liked where the Stick to Me Caramel part went. Stick to me. I could see that from a mile away. An easy to sing along chorus, so to speak, is always going to be a hit in these songs. This visualizer is also really cool too. Like I said, it feels like Legend of Zelda. I could see this being some sort of dungeon that I'm going through. I don't know what I'm saying, but I think the big song, as I mentioned, Take Me Back to Eden, has like 32 different genres, 79 different instruments, maybe even 200. I don't know. I wasn't counting. This feels like it's going to follow that same suit where I've got however many people playing. This band has like 30 people in it, right? Something like that. I don't know. Let's press play. No! I don't care if we're at the end. We went from Mosh City, Mosh Empire, to just doom, doom, doom. And then back to our Why am I explaining this to you? You were here. Relive it with me. Relive it with me for just a second. Live it with me.
I'll take what I'm given, the deepest incisions. I thought I got better, but maybe I didn't.
Unfortunately, there was no captions for that. I will say, I am not very good with hearing lyrics and understanding them first go. Most of the time, it will take me a couple listens to really get the lyrics. But I just wish I could. I can't process these lyrics all too very well. I don't know if I'm really here for their lyrics, though. I'm more here for the back and forth that we kind of find here in their instruments. Like I said, I kind of just nailed the song off rip for the record. Euphoric feeling floating in the clouds, and then you go to war. But that middle section still caught me off guard. Even when you expect it, it still somehow ends up being unexpected. The hat is off. That is what this song has done to me. The hat is off. Is there an accent there? Where is Sleep Token from? I feel like I've been told this actually. There is Sleep Token lore that I need to know about. I know the anonymous side of things. I think they've had some issues with that in the past. I really try not to dive into deep with any of that stuff because when somebody wants to say anonymous, I respect that boundary. I don't try and look into it. I'm not saying this to glaze myself, whatever, but it's just kind of what we do. I prefer to stay away from those things, even if things get found out or whatever else. I would prefer to keep my distance. Let people be their thing, and I will enjoy what they give to me in return, which is, well, a song like this, because this is beautiful. This is beautiful. And then, of course, you can cut out that middle section and hit a PR to that in the gym, because that was, as I have already stated, straight up war. You go to war for sleep token sometimes. And then they bring you back as if you just had this grand victory royale. And now you were back home relaxing with your family and loved ones. I don't know if there's an accent that I'm missing here. Maybe sleep token is from somewhere else other than, where I'm able to understand like the English. I hope I'm not saying this in a disrespectful way. But I'd really wish I could understand it a bit more. It seems like these lyrics are very powerful. There are unfortunately no captions for this. So maybe I look up these lyrics and I can really soak it in better there. The song is a response to people doing too much snooping. Really? See, I couldn't get that out of the lyrics. I'm actually going to look this up. I swear it's getting harder even just to exhale. Backed up into corners, bitter in the lens. I'm sick of trying to hide it every time they take mine. So stick to me on the camera. Walk beside me till you feel nothing as well. Wow. Okay. There is some poetry going on here. It is not very straightforward, as you would expect from a band like this anyways. Not that is bad, of course. There is dissecting that needs to be done here. Almost certainly. This song was in response to people doing too much snooping. Why can't people just enjoy nice things and let it be? There was a reason for their anonymity outside of just privacy. So they're not just worried about their privacy. There was an actual other reason other than leave me alone? Or is it mostly, because from what I see with a band like this, unfortunately, I can't dissect those lyrics right now because I'm not smart enough to do such a thing in such a fast time. But from what I see from like a band like this is usually you want to create your art, but you're not worried about the fame. You're not worried about taking pictures out there or getting all this recognition for what you do. You are simply doing it in order to still be able to create and like have some of the benefits of that without all the extra, I guess, bullshit that gets tied to today's society with famous people, Okay, hold on. Pause the show. I've got something I need to say. It's been about a week now since its initial reaction. The recording that you were previously watching, this is future Kritur right now. Not from like the future, but future in regards to the reaction. Anyways, I think I'm an idiot. And specifically because in this reaction, I do at some point say that I don't really care about the lyrics all too much. I just really enjoy their sound, the sleep token sound that has blessed my ears. And to that I say, vessel, please do not smite me. Please do not cast your mighty thunderbolt and obliterate me to bits, because I feel like you probably have the power to do that. The lines that I've read, the research that I've done, looking into YouTube comments or just Googling the lyrics themselves and actually going through this and understanding the band and where they come from, just wow. Wow. The stage is a prison, a beautiful nightmare. In regards to what was mentioned before already, people snooping so much. At surface level, I was told things from my live stream chat that it put a stigma, or it put an idea into my head of what this song is supposed to be about, but it didn't really scratch the surface. I'm very much one to want to go deeper into things, to find a deeper meaning in a lot of this stuff. And so to dismiss the lyrics as I did previously for this video, I almost feel bad. I feel bad because this is somebody pouring out their heart and soul. This is somebody talking about some of the struggles in their lives. And then you get to a line where it says, terrified to answer my own front door. And I almost dismissed that. I almost said, don't care about the lyrics, just sound cool. And how rude of me to do that, I think. So I would like to say shout out to the lyricism that is captured in this song. I wish I could still hear it better. It's not really something that I'm trying not to do. I'm not just dismissing it and being like, I can't hear it, who cares? I actively want to listen to this stuff. But for whatever reason, my ear just can't catch these. I'm not quite sure. There's a lot going on in a song like this, so it's very hard for me to lock in on specific parts. But ultimately, it is a very sad takeaway from the song that we have here. And it makes me want to learn more. It makes me want to support them more, even so. Not out of pity or anything like that, but this genuinely falls in line with what I always say. I just love being told a story. And what better story to tell than the emotional journey, the hardship that humankind or any individual goes through. It's a very powerful story to always tell, and there's always things to learn from it. And what I'm learning from this is that people just kind of freaking suck, dude. We can't even just have nice things and enjoy the nice things without dehumanizing individuals or groups of music or whatever. And it really makes me sad. I'm very glad that I went back and checked out these lyrics. I'm very glad that so many people in the YouTube comment sections were very insightful. And I'm glad that I was able to do some extra research in general on what this band really represents. And so I'm very much looking forward to more. And I'm very much excited to see where this journey takes me. But as for now, I just wanted to get those words off my chest. I couldn't upload this video in good conscience knowing that I just completely dismissed wordplay like this. So, Vessel, again, please do not smite me. I feel like you could do so many magical things. I would like to live and listen to more of your music. So, with that being the case, thank you guys for putting up with me being ignorant sometimes. I always am down to learn, though, and I think that's the important part. Back to the video we go. Sleep Token, so far, is a top-tier band in my opinion. Again, I wish I could hear the lyrics a little bit better, but I'm here for the sound, I think, more than anything. And the sound absolutely delivers. 10 out of 10 so far. Infinite Bass next time? Infinite Bass it is then. Infinite Bass it is. And any more suggestions, feel free to comment them down below, because I'm excited for this journey. This is going to be a fun one, I can already tell. But as for now, that is officially it for our time here with Sleep Token. I enjoyed it very much, was caught off guard very much as well, and I'm assuming that'll be the case going forward. And I look forward to it, absolutely. Shout out to the members of the community and the chatters up above. The extra sportscast ride means oh so very much to me. I hope to see you in the next one. As for now, peace.